Hello everybody and welcome back to the Shadow Legion. I'm the Shadow, of course. Now I'd like to give a quick shout out to the zookeepers at Cincinnati Zoo, specifically the ones tasked with looking after the silverback gorilla Harambe. Now if you have been watching the news recently, I think it was last week when this video is being uploaded, a little boy fell into the gorilla enclosure. Now the gorilla rushed over to this boy. We can argue all day whether or not the child was in danger or not. The footage is inconclusive as to exactly what the gorilla was doing to the child. Some say it was looking after it, some say the child was in danger. Bottom line is, in order to save the young boy's life, he was perceived to be in danger. They had to shoot Harambe. He'd been there a while. I believe he was 17 years old. Now, I think we can all agree that this little boy's life sort of trumps the gorilla's life. However, I understand that certain zookeepers, the animals become like family to them. And I think they're not being considered much in the argument over whether or not this was the right thing to do. There's also a petition being signed by, I think it's been over 5,000 people so far, placing the blame for Harambe's shooting on the mother who wasn't watching their child, or supposedly wasn't watching the child when it fell into the gorilla enclosure. But like I said, my hearts go out to the zookeepers as well as the mother and child. I'm happy that little Isaiah Dickinson, I believe his name. I'm happy that that little boy is okay. I'm sorry that it did have to come to this, but like I said, I do have a couple of friends in the zoo industry, and to them their animals are just like family. They spend more time with the animals than they do with their actual family sometimes. So my heart goes out to them. But I was looking at this news and I thought to myself, I don't actually know that much about gorillas. I'm aware of the cartoon Magilla Gorilla, but I don't actually know that much about gorillas as opposed to monkeys, basically. Because if you believe in the theory of evolution, which I do, we evolved from monkeys. So no religious hate comments down below, please. It's just an opinion. Let me point that out. So I thought I would put together a list to try and get all of us a little bit more up to date and a little bit more knowledgeable about the life of gorillas. So here we go. Top 10 amazing facts about gorillas. We start this list at number 10. Now, although gorillas are generally quiet, they have a range of complex vocalizations which are used to communicate information in numerous contexts, including teaching survival skills to young, searching for food, and probably most importantly, in courtship. In mountain gorillas specifically, the belch vocalization is a contact call and also a sign of contentment while foraging for food. Most gorillas will use a low grumbling sound as well to help locate each other over vast distances. So it's essentially their version of gorilla Marco Polo. However, aggressive displays such as the beating of the chests and charging are quite rare, but will be used by male gorillas specifically as a warning if surprised or threatened. So please, everybody out there who's watching this video, don't surprise or sneak up on a gorilla because, well, you will be in for a nasty shock. At number 9, gorillas were seen for the very first time using simple tools to perform tasks in the wild in 2005. They were observed using long sticks to test the depth of muddy water in swampy areas before it was safe to cross. The ability to use tools or to pick up everyday objects and use them for a specific purpose is one of the many traits that we kept after our evolution from the monkeys.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
No, not those monkeys. Now at number 8, female gorillas will start giving birth at about 10 years old, and they will have offspring every 3 to 4 years. Now female gorillas have a gestation period of about 9 months, just like humans, but their babies usually weigh less than humans at approximately 4 pounds. Their development, however, is roughly twice as fast. So I'm currently 26 years old now. If I was a gorilla, I'd be 52. Oh man, that's depressing. Now at number 7, gorillas are mainly herbivores, with the majority of their diet consisting of leaves, shoots and stems, some fruit, and some small animal prey such as grubs, caterpillars, snails, termites, ants, just little tiny insects. Now if you wonder how gorillas get to be so big by just eating, say, the occasional insect, adult gorillas can eat up to 30 kilos of food every single day. 30 kilos of essentially plants and insects. Now that is commitment. I can't even decide on what movie to watch. At number 6, social grooming is an important aspect of gorilla groups, and it helps to establish and reinforce social bonds. Gorillas will groom each other by combing each other with their fingers and teeth, looking for any insect or parasite, or basically any bit of dirt and grime that doesn't belong there. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet for gorillas. Now at number 5, gorillas live in fairly stable social groups, comprising one adult male and multiple females with juveniles and infants. Now the adult male in this group is usually referred to as the silverback because of the silver hair that's on his back actually signals full adulthood in gorillas. When young males reach the age of about 8 to 11, they usually emigrate away and either join another group or create their own. Now, while gorilla family groups each live within relatively small areas of land, different groups can, however, occupy converging areas and coexist peacefully. We may have evolved from monkeys and apes and gorillas, but we've still got a lot to learn. Now, at number 4, gorillas are the world's largest primates, and they are closely related to humans, with 98% of their DNA identical to that of Homo sapiens, i.e. us. Now, gorillas are highly intelligent, they use tools, and they have various methods of communication, which is something that humans have kept through the process of evolution. Now, if there's still some of you out there who sort of still on the fence as to whether or not they believe that we came from monkeys, there is a captive-born individual named Coco. Now, he is a gorilla who has been taught sign language since she was 1 year old, and by the age of 40, she had a library of about 1,000 signs and could understand some 2,000 words of English. Of course, I'm assuming it's a 40-year-old gorilla and not a 40-year-old very, very, very hairy child. Now at number 3, let's not forget their nesting instincts. Now gorillas build nests in which to sleep. Duh! Both on the ground and in trees made mostly of leaves and branches. Leaves and branches? Give me a good old mattress any day. But wait, there's more! Counting abandoned nests is also an effective way for scientists to estimate population size.
Fascinating.
Now at number 2, as previously stated, gorillas are herbivores. Now as roaming herbivores, gorillas actually play a vital role in seed dispersal. In fact, many large fruit trees in the gorilla's habitats out in the wild depend upon these animals for survival by spreading their seeds. So when you sit back and think about it, the gorillas are sort of the rainforest equivalent of a mailman. Something to think about. Now at number 1 we have gorillas like bananas. No, I'm just kidding. Gorillas have unique nose prints, much like human fingerprints, which can be used to identify individuals. So if there is a crime at, say, the local fruit store, and you can't find any human fingerprints, may I suggest you start looking for some gorilla nose prints.
It's kind of spooky.
So instead of having cat burglars, we now have gorilla burglars. Hashtag gorilla burglars. And that's it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this look at some amazing gorilla facts. I hope it helps change your perspective on gorillas, especially gorillas in captivity. Again, my hearts go out to the zookeepers of Harambe over this tragic accident. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button down below. If you want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, those links can be found in the description. If there is something that I missed on this list of gorilla facts, leave that in the comment section down below. And God forbid David Attenborough doesn't find the comment section and go absolutely nuts, or shall I say bananas, with random gorilla facts. But if you want to see more videos from me, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button down below. I upload a new video every Sunday and every now and again something during the week just to keep you guys entertained. That is it from me today, guys. I hope to see you on Sunday with a brand new video. See you next time.